So last week, ChatGPT launched Operator, a tool that can actually do things on your screen and control your computer. But the price, $200 per month. So I found two open source variations that are free. So we're going to check them out right now. The first thing is obviously Operator. This happened around 6 days ago. You might already know a little bit about it, but we're going to take a look at how it works and what to expect here. So let's take a look at this.
What is interesting with Operator is that it is using browsers that are built for the human, and it is seeing the exactly same screen that I'm seeing right now, and using the keyboard typing and mouse clicking to control the browser, just like human would do. This is different from other agents that uses API or programming-based interface, which programmers might understand, but non-programmer users cannot understand really well. So Operator, because it is using this natural human interface, it's very easy to follow by just looking at what it's doing in the screen.
Can you follow its progress?
Yeah, on the right side, you have the browser itself, and they also have sort of these plugins. So you can see here on the bottom left that it's using Instacart, and there are a couple of available kind of plugins or apps that you can actually use with it. And I don't know if we found out if you can use it on everywhere on the web or if you can only use it on the specific sites. Did we find out more about that?
I'll be surprised if at this point you could use it on just any websites. Obviously, I haven't used it myself, so I don't know. But it looks like you just said, looks to me like there are plugins and just specific apps it integrates with at the moment anyway.
Yeah, right. And I think it's a safety layer that they don't actually want the computer use to take control of your screen and do all random things. So they have
just imagine you ask it to buy something online and it goes to your bank and that's weird stuff in there. Just maybe not something that you want to see.
Yeah, exactly. But the result here is that it asks to go to all recipes, which is obviously a recipe library. Then it goes to Instacart to buy or add those things to cart, and it actually clicks on purchase for him, which is actually quite cool. But I'm a little bit of a trailer lover. It's a known fact about me. I love trailers and I love to get disappointed. And have you actually seen people on Twitter using this in like actual cool ways?
Now that you say that, I haven't actually. I found a few use cases for the other two browse controllers. I don't know how to call them.
Yeah, like computer users.
Computer use, yeah. But I haven't found anything for the Operator.
Nah, me neither. And it is quite expensive. So, of course, not that many people are going to join and make videos about it. But also, I think this is a little bit of a trailer syndrome. Hey, that's only me. But we did find some. And also, we got trailer syndrome coming up next as well. So this was the Operator. It cost $200 per month. I don't think that many people actually will start using it on a daily life. Like, do you want to pay $200 just to buy your groceries at a slower pace than you can do yourself? I don't know.
Absolutely not.
So the next one that came out is, again, Chinese company here. And this is ByteDance dropping up. Now, I don't know actually if this is true, if they changed the name or something, but this seems to be is this the Quen? Wait, are we having 3 different ones? So Quen, at least, dropped the 2.5 that we talked about. And they have the vision language model that can control your computer. So I want to show a couple of examples from this as well. And yeah, let's take a look at it controlling your computer. So here you can see that it's searching, adding this to cart, clicking person, clicking new tab, going to AccuWeather and checking. I think it was just prompted to check the weather.
Is that video sped up?
It seemed like it was only like screenshots.
Oh yeah, right. I thought it was actual video.
Yeah, it was like screenshots or something like that. This other guy said, after DeepSeek and Kimi, there is a new agentic multimodal model from China that almost beats Claude 3.5 Sonnet, Gemini 2 Flash, and GPT-4o. And yeah, Claude actually tried to do this computer control as well. it didn't work. But let's take a look at this one here as well. Play. So I want to actually see what the prompt is. So it says, book a one-way ticket. I need to open the booking.com app. The app icon is visible on the screen. So it's actually checking the screen right now. It's now going to the where to, and it's probably going to take a little second, find out the from destination, it seems like. And then it's going to wait a little bit, enter a new airport city. And should we already talk about the negatives about the computer control? Because we're seeing it right in front of us. The negative is it is quite slow. And that's like
quite slow and probably not 100% accurate. And I've seen the data. I think the absolute best ones at the moment are like 89% accurate or something like that, if you can trust the data.
Yeah, and that's one of the big reasons why I don't immediately jump to a solution like this is look at it. It's like a baby trying to tap the phone with its fingers. It's not so quick, and sitting around looking at the computer and waiting for 1.5 minutes for it to just put in the date, time, where to go, when is quite long. However, it was able to do it. So it is quite cool in a sense. I don't know what to think about it. It's like, yes, it's cool. How useful is it really? I haven't really found that many specific use cases that I want to use it for. I've seen many use cases of people buying groceries, airplane ticket, and that's it. Those are the two use cases that people just love to show. Hey, by the way, if you like this video, click on subscribe. Also check out the full video over on our podcast channel. You can find that in the link in the description. Now, let's get back to it.
Yeah, and again, is this something that you want to pay $200 per month to use? Probably not at this point. I mean, I haven't tried those myself, but like just look at the videos. Like for me, that's kind of enough at this point because it's slow, it's not as accurate, and if I tried it, I know if I would pay for me, it would be like just a case of just having this to perform 1 or 2 tasks, and then I'll just completely forget about it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
probably never use it again.
I'd probably set it up to do something interesting and then never use it again. And especially if it's also going to click wrong buttons and I have to stop it. Just imagine going 1 minute and 30 seconds, you're looking at it, and then it starts doing wrong things. And then actually letting this be able to run by your side and you trust it is just so far away from that. But it is free, and you would have to download it and install it on your computer, which is another setup thing that most people don't want to do. And from my opinion, I don't think that Qwen 2.5 is as good as the next one that we're going to check out, which is called Browser Use. So this was more of an open source community that came up together with this web UI, browser UI. They've been at it for quite a while, and they use this tool called Browser Use. And I want to show a couple of examples, and I was quite surprised of how good this was and also how well it looks like. And there are some other people that have actually created things on top of it that looks quite cool. So this guy created a cloud version. Now, this one is not free. If you want to download it yourself and run it on your computer, you can. But this guy made an actual Mac OS version that you can run in the cloud. And you can see here that the prompt was, it's a very blurry video. Let me actually zoom it down here. He just asked it to add something to the calendar. And you see that it's running. You see that it's going to the calendar. adding it to the calendar, and it did it. This is where we're such a baby stages. It's like add things to my calendar. It's like the not so many use cases, right?
Yeah, it almost seems like you're teaching a kid how to use computer, right?
It really
From
is.
very, very beginning.
So that was quite a cool example, but I want to show the best example. There is just there was another example. I think I closed the tab or something like that. But yeah, this guy made a really cool app that is available online. But one of my favorite YouTubers here, David, he actually installed it and used it. And yeah, if you want to try to download it, I highly recommend checking out this video. And he asked it to buy a book on Amazon called the name of the book. And here is the live demo here.
Okay, so the issue is I'm not logged in here. Okay, the singularity is nearby, very close by. Come on, search it up. This is crazy, guys. We really are living in the future. This is an AI agent. But
So it searched for the singularity is nearer by Ray
buying
Kurzweil.
item on Amazon, the one with most.
And to me, I really like how the boxes are around everything, because it feels a little bit more like, okay, I know that you're seeing everything. So that kind of confirms that, okay, I know that you can find this.
Views. I didn't specify this time, so let's see what he chooses. Okay, choose the first option. Good choice. Make sure it's English. It is English. Okay. Good ratings. Come on. Either buy now or add cart.
I love that he's like encouraging it. Come on, you can do this.
What are you gonna choose? Buy now. Nice. Alright, so here I have to stop it because I'm not logged.
So he stops here because he's not logged in, but he actually gives it access to his password. And what we see at the end here is that it actually logs in. You can see here that it actually logs in for him, which is kind of crazy. And then you can see that you actually have a success.
And there it is. It just purchased a book. It purchased a book autonomously on my account. Wow, it did everything from going to Amazon, from going to the URL to buying the book.
So here was the task description that he set up, and it actually was able to do it, which, yeah, like I've been a little bit pessimistic about these things, but it is still quite cool. Like if you take the timing away from it, that you actually have to sit at the computer and look at it, to see this is actually quite beautiful that it was able to do it.
Yeah, and just imagine this is probably the worst it will ever be, right? Maybe in a couple of months we get a software or a model that can do the same thing but 20 times faster, and
Exactly.
then
And
then we can think of having like 200 price on those things, right? If they can do tasks faster than humans and more accurate than humans, then yes, I'll be willing to pay for that.
yep, same as well. And I would love for it just to see the mouse just hover over the button, click the button, go again, and click on this button and click on this button at like double the speed of a human. And I'm like, whoa, now we're talking. And maybe we're going to get it. So this Magnus Mueller guy, he asked, who wants Grok? And Grok has the highest, or is the speediest LLMs that you can get, plus DeepSeek R1, the smartest model kind of, and browser use. So if you would get these three things in combination, that would be just beautiful. So
yeah, that's a killer combo right there. And I've actually seen one use case when someone used DeepSeek R1 on Grok, right? And it asked a question and it thought for 0 seconds.
yeah,
Literally 0 seconds.
Yeah, I saw somebody running the DeepSeek R1 on Grok as well, and it was just like, brrr, oh, here you go. All the thinking that you have inside of DeepSeek that takes a little bit of time is just like finished immediately. So yeah, there you have it. Computer control. We're gonna follow this story closely because it's one of the coolest things. And obviously, if the computer can click buttons for you and you can use voice command, it's game over. And we actually have a crazy segment about this in the wearables coming up. So yeah, stay tuned. Hey, so if you loved this clip, we actually have a full-length podcast that you can check out in the link in the description down below. A lot more to cover. All right, see you there.